Hello everyone, welcome back to a video. Hope y'all have an amazing day as usual. I'm back with a YouTube video. In this video, we're gonna take a drive from Passaic to Wayne, New Jersey. It's kind of gonna be a long ride, so I'll edit certain parts out, you know, when we reach traffic lights or red lights, obviously. We have a 7-Eleven on my right. This one's actually new. They just opened it up, actually. And we're gonna make a right on Monroe Street. Over there's an old McDonald's on my right. One of the only locations that has not been renovated yet, so that's pretty cool. We also got KFC, Centro de Comida Mexicana, which just means eating Mexican food. There's a pizza spot, a taco place, Northeast Talent Solutions, I don't know what that is, a Pizza Hut, and a couple other stores. So it's a little bit busy. Passaic's a pretty crowded community, so the traffic around here is not the best. On my right are these interesting, like, colored buildings that have a couple stores in them, like a Boost Mobile, another Mexican restaurant, and a little supermarket. Passaic is a very Hispanic community. Almost 100% of Passaic is Hispanic. Almost everyone speaks Spanish. They should probably consider Passaic's official language to be Spanish. I don't know if they have considered it to be Spanish, but they probably should do that. Yeah, Plaza Mexico on my right, and on my left is a juice place. They also got ice cream, it looks like, and Las Margaritas de Tulcingo, authentic Mexican food. Tony's Pharmacy on my right, Selma Bakery, Lucy Pharmacy, Boost Mobile. Again, a lot of traffic. There's also a lot of stores here, so I can't read everything. Ghost Tech Center, that's an interesting name. El Especial Supermarket. Especial means just special in Spanish. We got Friends Lavanderia. Lavanderia means laundromat in Spanish. We also got Danny's Liquors on my left. It's a green light. I'm not sure why the cars aren't moving. Verizon. On my left is Frutalandia. Fruta means fruit in Spanish. El Chevre. And a couple other stores that have notaries, income tax, and multi-services. You'll find a lot of those in Spanish-speaking areas. There goes another one on my right. I'm not sure why that is. Well, I've come to my own conclusion. It's probably just because, while most people do those types of things, you know, online or over the phone, a lot of people around here do not speak English, so they need somebody who can translate it for them in Spanish. You got Peking Passaic Chinese restaurant, Jack's Laundromat on the left, and a lot of laundromats here. Surprisingly, I find this a little surprising. Passaic's actually more crowded than Paterson, surprisingly. Not all of Passaic is this crowded. There's actually like some suburban parts of Passaic, but this is like dense, urban. Really, dude? Okay, there's a restaurant on my left. It looks like it's not open yet, but it has like a really nice Mexican architecture. Like I think it's gonna be a Mexican restaurant. And it even had like the bars on the windows. A lot of homes in Mexico have bars on the windows. I'm not sure why. I guess some places in America have that too, but that's not like traditional for American homes to have. Most homes in Mexico have like bars on the windows, and they look kind of interesting. To my left is a church. I'm not sure what the church is called. We got a Dunkin' Donuts right in front of me, and another really nice church. It looks very similar to the church I go to. I go to a Presbyterian church. It has like the same stone architecture that my church has. I mean, I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but my church has really nice architecture. It's very beautiful. We're now on Dayton Avenue. This is a really bumpy road, my god. And we're going under Route 21. Passaic Dairy, which is an ice cream store, and a McDonald's. Also got a Walgreens on the left. I'm gonna make a right on President Street. So we're really close to Clifton at this point. We're right by the Clifton Passaic border. As we make this little turn, there's some kind of factory. They have a water tower in it. Yeah, it's actually kind of a custom thing in New Jersey for every town to have its own water tower. At least I see that more in like South and Central Jersey, but I think every part of the state does it. We got a Foreman Mills and a Burlington and a Five Below. They were all kind of hidden, so you couldn't really see them. There's also a Super Fresh supermarket on my right. We're now in Clifton, I believe. I think I seen a sign that said "Welcome to Clifton." Our next left will be on Clifton Avenue. As we are approaching Ackerman Avenue. We're gonna make a left on Clifton Ave, but we don't really have a choice. That's the only turn we can make. I think we might have ran a red light. I think we were already in the box, so I think we're okay. To my left is Rainbow Montessori School, which I think is just a preschool, and a middle school on my left. It's called Clifton Middle, but it appears to be a private school. So Clifton is also a city. It's bigger than Passaic. I think they both have similar populations, but Clifton is much bigger than in size than Passaic is. Yeah, the Clifton Public School 12 on my left. They have a nice welcome sign. And it says Panda Pride, so I'm guessing a panda is their mascot. That's a first. I've never heard of a panda mascot before. Almost forgot I have to turn down the music because even though it would be nice to drive with the radio in the background in a driving video, I will get copyrighted for that. YouTube's copyright policies are ridiculous. They're very, very strict about copyright, so I have to be really careful. I have another laundromat. I feel like we've seen a bunch on already in this video. We got a bottled liquor store on my right, and just a bunch of houses. Got these two really fancy buses. I'm guessing a store around here is doing work on them. And there's a Provident Bank on my right, and La Fortaleza, which is it a Mexican restaurant? Yeah, because of the skulls and everything. That's Mexican. Got the Clifton Car Wash on my right, and we're gonna make a left on this street, which is Piaget Street, or Piaget Avenue. Nash Park Auto Bodies is on my right, and a CVS Pharmacy on my left. Yeah. Ooh, that looks like a brand new CVS. I'm not a big CVS person. I don't really like CVS Pharmacy that much. I do like Rite Aid, but Rite Aid has been shutting down right and left, unfortunately. Not sure why they've been shutting down so much. And then we're gonna make a right here on, I believe this is Lakeview Avenue. Make a right. New Smile Dentist on my right, and a speech therapy. Got a bunch of other stores as well. The Lakeview Pharmacy, a flower shop, and Pollos al Brasa and Hong Kong barbecue chicken and Chinese takeout. We're going under, I believe that's Route 46. Got Rainbow Liquor and Grocery and Villa Pizza. Dang, that pickup truck on my right, did y'all see that? It looked very run down. Like the back lights there weren't even any back lights. I don't know if it's drivable at that point. You got Good Guy Vapes on my right. Don't vape, y'all. A lot of people are vaping right now. It's not good. It's just as bad as smoking. I know that's gonna surprise some of you guys, because everyone's like, vaping's a better alternative. It's not. It's just as bad, because it has nicotine in it. On my right is Furniture Signature and Local Community Realty and Coast to Coast phone cards. That's all that store sells. We're going over the Garden State Parkway, I believe. Yeah, that's the parkway. And Clifton Touch of Beauty Salon. Some of the stores on my right you can't see, because watch what happens when I point the camera to the right. This phone holder is not very good like that. You got a Dollar General on my right. We are at the intersection of Lakeview Ave and Crooks. Crooks Avenue is the border between Clifton and Paterson. Got Jersey Fuel on my left, or Jersey Gas. Gas is going for $3.05 a gallon. Crooks Ave is kind of a silly name. On my right is the Cedar Lawn Cemetery. So now we are in the city of Paterson. And Paterson is actually much bigger than Clifton. Paterson is actually New Jersey's 3rd largest city. And this is Lakeview Ave in Paterson. Passing Buffalo Avenue. The buses you can catch here are the 744 to Wayne. That's the only bus that runs down the street. I guess it's a good idea to share the bus routes in case you guys want to know, or if you want to catch the bus from here. We're going to be approaching a traffic circle where we will head straight. I'm not a big fan of traffic circles. I prefer intersections. Traffic circles are really confusing. Got Food Fair on my left. We're gonna stay right. We got Habibi Cafe and Family Dollar, and then we're gonna head straight onto East 38th Street. On my right is actually a really good restaurant. It's called Bonfire. I went there for my birthday over the summer, and I must say the food there is very good. It's mofongo, which is kind of like it's green plantains that are fried and then smashed and then formed kind of into a circle almost. And it's usually served with like gravy and a meat. You can get like a churrasco. Oh, this road is horrible. Some streets in Paterson are not very smooth. I guess this is one of them. My God. Yeah. I said the other day, well, we're gonna make it right here on 21st Avenue. I said to myself the other day, I think the person who founded Paterson was Alexander Hamilton, and I'm sure if he had a time machine and saw how Paterson is today, he'd be very disappointed. We're gonna make this left on Vreeland Avenue. Got a railroad tracks right in front of me. It's actually active rail. Freight trains run through here, but they don't come very often. Maybe like a few times a week. Got a little park on my right. It looks like it has a playground. What's it called? I can't see from here. There's a liquor and a grocery store on my left as we pass 20th Avenue. And here goes another park. It is Amistad Park. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't know. I feel like I didn't say that right. On my left is the corner store, our original. There's a lot of those corner stores here in Paterson. We call them bodegas or poppy stores. Poppy store is usually if it's owned by Dominicans. As we pass 18th Avenue. Again, a lot of the streets around here make kind of like this slanted turn, so they have like little parks or greenways, which is kind of cool. We're at 17th Ave. We're making a left on Park Ave. We got a liquor store, Frank and Joe's Pizza, and quality Italian cuisine. More Jacob's Pharmacy. Got a house on my right. It looks like it's getting worked on. It's actually a really old house. It's a big one too, as we pass East 31st Street. And then we're passing East 30th, and I guess the numbers go down from here. That's some pretty nice houses on my left. They're very big. Are they single family? No, that one's a multi-family. Some of these are single families, I think. You can tell by the number of mailboxes. We had a really nice church on my left. It is the Friendship Baptist Church. Passing East 28th. I believe that flag on my right, I don't know if y'all can see it, it's a Peruvian flag. Paterson has a really large Peruvian population. I think the highest in the nation, actually. I'm assuming this is East 27th. There's no street sign here. There's actually spots in Paterson. If you go down some of like the side streets, they do not have street signs. It's weird. Paterson Assembly of God Church on the right, as well as a bunch of houses. Yeah, that's something that the city of Paterson needs to do, is put more street signs. Like, I don't think this intersection has a street sign either. Like, what? That's crazy. As we pass East 24th. Power gas station on my left. Gas is going for $3.09 a gallon for both cash and credit. Sometimes they charge you more for credit. Have the Park Ave Liquors and Tony's Supermarket. We're going over the railroad tracks again. Dang, that railroad crossing's in bad shape. It's totally rusted. Got the smoking shop on my right. Luna Liquors. Okay, got some people double parked. Don't double park. It's a really douchey thing to do. On my right is the Alvarez Funeral Home, or in Spanish, it's Funeralia. Have a New Era Supermarket, fried chicken and pizza on my left, and 56 discount liquors. And One Hit Smoke Shop, hookah, vaping, all that. Park Avenue hardware stores on my left. Sometimes it's good to go to your local hardware store rather than like Home Depot or Lowe's. Yeah, it seems like anytime you're in the hood, it's the same stores: a liquor store, a bodega, and a laundromat. Perez Grocery and Kitchen on my left. Park Avenue Mini Market and Soap City Laundromat. I think there's a to my left is Eastside High School. I think they filmed a movie there. Eastside High School is pretty famous for some reason. I think it's because they filmed the movie there. I forget what the movie. I think it's actually in the Paterson. They have a movie called Paterson. So it might be in that movie, actually. I'm not 100% sure. We just passed Rosa Parks Boulevard, and we're at the intersection of Park Street and Park Avenue, and Carroll Street. To my left is a smoke shop, a grocery store, and a couple other businesses. It's Rodriguez Deli and Grocery. Car did not use their turn signal. Have an abandoned house on my left and some new apartments being built on my right. As we pass Summer Street, we have Hisano Liquors and another brand new apartment building on my right as well. And they're building more. At another laundromat, another liquor store. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Laundromat, liquor store, bodega. We got La Jolla Liquors as we pass Straight Street, and Checkers on my left. We're gonna make a right on Market Street. Yeah, Checkers is actually a very good fast food restaurant. We're going under the Paterson train station, and a train just arrived. I don't know if y'all could hear the horn or not. Have a Dunkin' Donuts. And a Rent-A-Center. Furniture and mattress, how original. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna do about this traffic situation right here. Sometimes driving in Paterson can be a free-for-all, because people here do not know how to drive. Most people in Jersey don't know how to drive, period. Almost anytime you're on the road in the state, you're this close to getting into a car accident. You had a Planet Fitness on my left. Now we're in downtown Paterson. Did I just say that? I think I did. You got Lena E-Carbon Bar and Lounge. I think carbon's a certain style of cooking. I believe it's Peruvian. Again, everybody's double parking around here. I hate that. That Star Carpet on my left. Best Sunny Produce. Grizzly Smoke Shop. McDonald's. Taco Bell. Pizza Hut. House Lomo. Another Spanish restaurant. On my right is Paterson City Hall. I have to take the phone off the mount. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it because it's a pain in the butt to get it back. But it's actually a really beautiful building. Just look up Paterson City Hall. It's a very nice building. Beauty Zone on my right. We're going to make a right on Main Street. Main Street is probably my favorite street in Paterson because you can go from the crowded streets of downtown and you can go down to South Paterson, which is actually a really nice area. They have really good Middle Eastern food over there. We got a 7-Eleven on my left, Amma Mobile Store, Fabco Shoes, One Touch Bridal, C.H. Martin Snipes, which is a really nice shoe store, Easy Pickings, a bunch of stores around here. Mostly cheap clothing stores for the most part. Magic Sneakers, Madrag. On my left is the Bank of America. We're at Ellison and Main Street. Sometimes traffic can be a pain in the butt in downtown Paterson. You got a man on my left. It looks like he's selling something. There's a lot of street vendors in downtown. A lot of cell phone stores. It's not, the most modern downtown. As you can see, some of the buildings are really old. It's nothing like downtown Newark. Downtown Newark's a lot bigger and more modern. You have like taller buildings too. Paterson is a much smaller city than Newark, but just comparing the two. You got Seagal Food Market and SNA stores. SNA stores, you can get almost anything. Like you can get health and beauty stuff. You can get bed sheets, cooking stuff, soap, clothing, anything, and it's dirt cheap. You got a Rainbow on my right, which is having a clearance. I feel like Rainbow's always having some kind of sales. Anytime you go to Rainbow, you're gonna get something cheap. At M&T Bank on my left, $4.93 Discount Plaza. This car's trying to make a left. Like I said, it can be a little bit busy here in Paterson. Okay. We also got Cell City on my left. Sometimes we're gonna make a left here on West Broadway. We got the Silk City Deli, which they claim to be vegan. Yeah, Paterson's not like a trendy city necessarily. You're not gonna find like too many vegan places or like hipster coffee shops. We're gonna head straight. Got a Dollar Tree on my left. Supermarket. On my right is also an Advanced Auto Parts. You have an abandoned place. I believe it used to be a chicken spot, but it's been sitting abandoned for quite a while. I'm going over the Passaic River. To my left is some kind of an abandoned building. I'm gonna make a right on a Presidential Boulevard. And to my right, which will soon be to my left as we make a right here, is the Riverview Projects. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but YouTube probably can, and they will copyright me, so let me just turn it fully down. The Riverview Projects on my right. I don't know how the buildings are on the inside, but it looks like people in that building stuffed their balconies. One person had garbage. That's kind of a little ratchet, a little ghetto. We're at the intersection of Temple Street and Presidential Boulevard. Public school number 20-something. On my left, it's kind of blocked by a little bush. One of the perks to living in housing projects, other than them being really cheap, is you can, you're really close to everything. You know what I mean? You just walk down the street and there's a park or something like that. We got a tire spot on my left. And then we're passing Arch Street, and then we're gonna make a left on Holtzman Street, right by this abandoned building. And head straight. part of Paterson's a little bit hood, so to speak, as we pass Stout Street. Yeah. Not all the Paterson's rough, but there's certainly some pockets you don't want to necessarily be in. And this is one of them. We're going to make a left on Haledon Avenue, which will take us to Wayne. An abandoned factory with a bunch of tires. People, for some reason, always illegally dump tires. It's like, well, we don't know what to do with our tires, even though, you know, you just look it up. I'm sure the Public Works Department can take your tires. You don't have to dump them in abandoned houses. We're still in Paterson, but once you head further up the hill, you'll be in a little town called Haledon. It's really tiny. I think maybe like 5,000 people live there or something like that, which is not very much when compared to Paterson. Paterson's huge. About 150,000 people live in Paterson. You got a Tabernacle Church on my right. Sorry, it had a really nice brick architecture. You had the Wash Laundromat on my left and a bunch of houses. So now we're kind of leaving that rough spot of Paterson, and I believe this is the street that divides Haledon. I think Haledon is on the right and Paterson's on the left. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's how it goes. Trust me, I don't come up to this part of Paterson that much. Usually if I'm in Paterson, which isn't even that much, I'll usually be around downtown or South Paterson. Rarely do I come around here. You got a Honda on my right for sale. I don't know if you guys see that for sale sign. To contact the owner, it is 201. Let me get closer so I can get the phone number for you guys. If you're interested in buying the car, 201-675-6597. It's kind of an older model, but it's not too old. Maybe like 2010 or something. Got a sign on my right saying "Stop texting and driving." That is a great message. A lot of people do that. Got Faith, Soul, and Saving church on my left. Another church that has a nice brick architecture to it. The street numbers were like East 30th Street. Now we're down to 9th. Well, now it's up to 10th. That's kind of weird. The street numbers in Paterson are kind of weird. Like there's East 30th Street, but there's no West 30th Street. There's no West Streets, which is kind of weird. We got Habibi Smoke Shop on my left. Family is called Laundrette, even though it's probably just laundromat. It's not lingerie, it's actually spelled laundrette. We have Misa in Espanol, Domingos at 12 p.m. Domingo means Sunday. It's a St. Paul Roman Catholic Church. They were trying to say that they have Spanish-speaking services at 12 p.m. Or if you're Spanish, you would say La hora es 12. Got another brick church on my left. A lot of brick churches around here. Bridgeway Community Church and another supermarket. If you guys recall, we did pass the supermarket earlier in the video. Got Zabriskie Street. That sounds Polish. A Metro PCS. A grand opening liquor store. Is that the name of the liquor store? And a Popeyes. We also got a Rite Aid on my left. Yeah, I don't think we're in Paterson anymore. We're definitely in Haledon at this point. There's the new Amazon trucks on my left. Tell me what y'all think about them. I think they're hideous. That's just me though. We got an Exxon gas station on my right. Current gas going for $3.35. Also got a Firestone tire shop in the. All right, we're back on Haledon Ave. We just took a quick pit stop at a Dunkin' Donuts and got an iced tea. So I believe we're in Wayne now. The funny thing is once you leave Paterson, and Haledon's kind of like the dividing line between urban and suburban. Once you come to very suburban. There's actually some parts of Wayne that are, I don't know, I wouldn't consider rural, but like roads that are curvy are mostly trees and don't have sidewalks, which to me kind of sounds rural, but there's houses around, you know what I mean? Another church on my right, the Jesus Christ Prince of Peace Chapel. Yep, the Welcome to Wayne sign, so we're now in Wayne. On my right, you can't see it because it's all surrounded by trees, but it is William Paterson University. Oh yeah, now you can see it. It's actually a pretty big school, I think. And I think there's like several different branches throughout Wayne. As you can see, it says William Paterson University right there. Again, the buses you can catch here are the 744 to Wayne and Passaic. I forgot to mention there's a lot of bus routes you can take in Paterson, downtown Paterson, but I couldn't list them all. There's so many. I'm gonna make a right on Hamburg Turnpike. I've never seen that Taco Bell on my left, so it must be new. And then we got a Quick Check. Gas at Quick Check's $3.33 a gallon. A CVS on my left and a Manhattan Bagel. And then there's a Starbucks on my left. Excuse me. And then there's a pizza place called Brother Bruno's. We also got St. Joseph's Hospital. There's also a St. Joseph's Hospital in Paterson as well. I think that's the bigger one. And then this might be the smaller one. Actually, they look kind of like the same size. St. Joseph's is a children's hospital for the most part, but I think they also take adults too. Got an office space available on my left, Hamburg Turnpike, if you're interested. On my right is High Mountain Medical Center. I don't know, is that a hospital? No. There's a hospital right there. Why would there be one right next? I don't know. It's probably something else. Yeah, I'm not a fan of delay greens. Whoever invented delay greens can go to hell. We're passing Power Avenue. That's an interesting name for a road. And Duncan Lane. On my right is AAA for North Jersey. You got Wayne Physical Therapy and State Farm Insurance on my right. So Hamburg Turnpike's, I don't know if there's really a main street in Wayne because Wayne is huge. If you look at a map, Wayne is probably like twice the size of Paterson, and Wayne is really spread out. So I wouldn't consider Hamburg Turnpike to be the main street, but there's two different sections of Wayne. You got Wayne Hills, which we're in Wayne Hills, the hilly part, and then there's the Wayne Valley. Wayne Hills is like the wealthier part, and then you have the Wayne Valley, which is more like working class people. And we're in Wayne Hills. To my left is Dollar Power, T-Mobile, and an old Wendy's. I say old because it hasn't been renovated yet. And there's also the Park Wayne Diner. That's an old, now talk about old school, that's a really old school diner. Also got a McDonald's on my left. There used to be a ShopRite in that shopping center, and then they relocated to Wayne Hills Mall. We've got a Planet Fitness and a bunch of other stores. Valley Bank, which is funny because we're about to pass Valley Road. Valley, on my right is a Chase Bank, but it looks really big, so it's probably a corporate office as we pass Valley Road. And we got a bunch of apartment buildings on my left. Hibachi Grill and Buffet on my right. So I guess I should take a right to show you guys the Wayne Hills Mall in a distance, and it's in the distance, but I should show you because it's like half abandoned. We got a Trader Joe's, Ulta Beauty, Panera Bread, Habit Burger, and Sports Clips. On my left is Total Body. It looks like a spa. It is a spa. Have Goodyear Tire on my right, the Wayne Tire and Service Center, and Whitekurt Realtors on my left. Let's see what buses you can catch on Hamburg Turnpike. The 744 to Wayne, the 195 and 197 Express to New York City. We got Vinny's Pizzarama on my right, Burger King and Popeyes. find a way to get into the Wayne Hills Mall. You can take a right here, actually. So we just have Maggie's Tavern. So right there is the abandoned Toys R Us. And I figured I'd just show you guys this mall because, like I said, it used to be a big, bustling mall. Not that big, actually. It was kind of tiny, but not nearly as big as Willowbrook. On my left is Burlington, which is still here. It's been there for a little while. And then this is where remember the ShopRite I was telling you guys about? This is where it relocated to. And this used to be all shops. Okay, this person is just jumping out of nowhere. Right, you gonna go, lady? And then we'll make a right so I can show you guys the Kmart that used to be here. As you know, Kmart has been abandoned. All the ones in my area closed very recently, actually. I did a video of the Kmart in Belleville, which was shutting down. We just happened to go by there and to go buy clothes, and I didn't know it was going to shut down. That was about 2 years ago. And that video blew up. So here you can see what's left of the Kmart. Now, how are some of the lights still on in that building? That building's been abandoned for like a good 7 years, I think. It's been abandoned for a while. I don't know what they, I don't know. Those lights must be really powerful if they can stay on for that long. So yeah, that's gonna conclude our tour of driving from Passaic to Wayne. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and God bless all you guys.